Hello and welcome to James Ofori's Insights. On today's Insight, we are going to discuss about the importance of proactiveness and then how it can significantly impact your life. At the end of today's session, you're going to understand the meaning of proactiveness, also understand how you can incorporate this into your daily routine to achieve productivity in whatever you do in life. Stay with me. Now, ask yourself, what does it mean to be proactive? I define proactiveness as you taking initiatives, you thinking through things, you planning ahead of things and acting towards them instead of reacting to things that they occur. So in a short word, proactiveness means being able to project the end goal of something instead of waiting to get the end goal and then you begin to react towards that. How do you achieve this? It involves a change in mindset. You have to change your mindset from a reactive mindset to a proactive one, where you take control of your decisions and your actions. Why being proactive matters? It helps you to streamline your life processes into many ways that you get to understand. In terms of you're able to anticipate the future, anticipate many challenges in your daily life or whatever you find yourself to do. Being proactive helps you to reduce stress. How does it do that? It helps you to avoid last minute delays for you to be able to streamline purposes, as we touch base on that every last minute delays has already been tackled or you already have an alternative to that particular problem. Being proactive helps you to have a foresight where you are able to foresee the future and take better decisions. It helps you to understand the better outcomes of many things and then also helps you to understand which processes that when you take, they will give you this particular results. Being proactive also affects your creativity. It enhances your creativity. You understand that it gives you room to free up your mental health where there are lots of things that they are supposed to happen where you react to. Now you already know the beginning and the end or almost the end to that. So you get to understand ways and means to navigate your way around and you have more room for yourself to be creative in many aspects of your lives. There are some key strategies that you need to take to be proactive. One, you need to define your goals. You need to set clear goals that some of them are actionable and some are not actionable. You need to have goals for daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals, and then also long duration goals for yourself. One of the strategies to be proactive in your life is you plan or you prioritize your tasks, where you're able to put into action or you're able to put into separation things that are urgent and things that are not urgent. You realize that there are things in your life that are very urgent that you have to actively make them happen or have them in order. And there are things that are not important in your life in terms of they are not urgent that you are able to, in the long run, you are able to still achieve those things, but not in the current state you find yourself. So in prioritizing your work, you realize that you get to understand that there are many things that you ought not to do now and you can plan ahead and achieve a better goal for them should you rather plan ahead instead of just trying to take a decision now. The next after you prioritize your goal is you are supposed to plan ahead. In planning ahead, you get to understand that you have a daily plan that on Mondays, on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, on Thursdays, on Fridays, whichever day, you have something you are supposed to do and you have its achievement which is associated with it. But then, if you don't plan your life well, you realize that you are not able to achieve meaningful things in life. Because in planning your life, you get to know what to do on a set day and what not to do on another day. So planning your life is very crucial or very important for you to be a proactive person to achieve productivity. How do you make sure you are actively achieving your goals? You have to assess yourself. Every company, every major company assess themselves. If you want to be good at whatever you do, in life, family, business, or wherever you find yourself, you have to actively do assessment. Run an assessment program on yourself, on your team. Run an assessment program on your life. Thus, in education, in your marital life, whichever aspect of your life, run an assessment and you get to understand that there are things that you are not doing right, but then if you do them right, you will be able to achieve productivity, or you'll be able to have a better outcome to what you were not achieving right. You see, in life, if you live a life where you don't anticipate challenges, and challenges occur to you or some issues happen to you, you get frustrated. You get to think that you failed. That is what sets you apart from someone who is very proactive in life. They anticipate challenges and then they have a plan that if this challenge comes, how do we solve the challenge? Or what would be the alternative route to this particular challenge? So in being proactive, you ought to anticipate challenges. You ought to have ways that there will be challenges in your life, and then when these challenges come, this is how I'm going to solve it. You also ought to take initiatives. You have to start something. You need to know how to scale up. You need to know how to think of an innovative thing to come. Now, to think of Elon Musk, thinking of SpaceX, bringing into life something which a lot of people, it was existing before. People were going to space before him, but then he brought a good and another view of initiative into this, where there is a reusable ship that can be used, or rockets that can be used. It wasn't there. So that is you taking initiatives, and that's you being proactive. And you realize that he being proactive today is helping him, and today he is the world's richest man on earth. You can also be so if you also think through and you also take initiatives and you're able to anticipate challenges. One of his interviews, he keeps saying that he's never going to accept failure. It's because he's anticipated the challenges, and then with the challenges that come, he's able to tell himself, no, there's a better tomorrow that I'll be able to achieve this particular height. You have to limit distractions. There are many things that are distractions in your life. You can have a partner, you can have things in your life that are distractions, and you have to limit them. You also have to take feedbacks. Feedback is very important. You realize that you might understand or you might think what you are doing is correct or it is good. People like it. It is giving you results. But then if you ask someone else for their opinion, you realize that there is something you might not be doing right, which they might call your mind to it, and then you'll be able to achieve a success. Constantly taking feedbacks, good feedbacks and also bad feedbacks, constantly taking these feedbacks can help you to become a better person in life. By adapting a proactive approach in your life, you understand or you realize that your life takes an effective and a productive curve where you see a sharp growth in your life. I advise or suggest that every one of you watching this video take these proactive attitudes or behaviors upon yourself, that in the coming days you will be able to adapt to this change of mindset in your life. And then with doing that, you see a good growth or measure a good growth in your life. If you found this video helpful, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also share with a friend. Thank you very much, and this is the end of today's episode on James Ofori's Insight. See you on the other episodes.